yeah, we'll pick it up.
So yeah, I just started the recording. Okay, let me actually share the window with the agenda. Okay. Share. So let me know if you see it.
All good.
So I guess we have Dinar as well. Okay, so yeah, if you guys don't have any objection, yeah, I'd like to go with yeah, action items. Yeah, maybe a prod roadmap. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, I just seen it, this one, and I felt like we have a, I don't know, deja vu, because I think it was discussed either in chat or actually in some items. So yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe we closed one, or maybe it was discussed somewhere else, but I really like, I remember there was discussion, and I thought it was in issues. So let's create one if it's not there. Okay, so let's go through quickly through the action items from previous meeting. So yeah, Cloudflare support. So we need to implement support for NS and TXT records. Here
yeah, but the requester is not active, so
yeah.
And I'm not sure if we can like arrange some free Cloudflare support or whatever, like prioritize it. I don't know.
I think either it's not active. I think it's already like second request, I think. So that's why I put +1, right? So
yep.
That means like, even, you know, it's not active. I think this is where we can help. And I think we nailed the external DNS question in general, right? So that we can and should fork external DNS, and then we provide the DNS and TXT support on our end, and we create a PR towards upstream.
Let's let's then put it properly on the roadmap. So like
yeah,
there will be several stages there, like external DNS implementation, then associated configuration and K8GB, right, and packaging into Helm chart. So like implementation will take several steps.
Totally agree. Totally agree. So let's do that. Okay. So let me just see. Where? So it is right now on 1.0 milestone. So I think it is correct from that point that so it is in 1.0. Let's just, let me just maybe prioritize it. Okay. And I think it's, yeah, it is there. So who'll be willing to pick that one up? So just, yeah, to describe, that's yeah, similar to what we had. DNS. Let me just be okay. Provider, club player. Just provide links here plus the actual, I think, documentation on tutorials. So anything else we can create?
I mean, I think it's fine for like overall arcing issue, but effectively, the tasks, there are several tasks within, right? I'm not sure how detailed we want to track it.
So like right now it's the only one, like Cloudflare. You mean to split it up on the tasks?
Yeah, I don't think we should do it right now, but eventually we'll probably have
Well,
to.
let's split it as I mean usually do, all right, as we go. Whoever picks it up, they can split if they think it's need to be itemized. Cool. So I'll just update the ticket number. Okay, project main page with roadmap. It's still on me, so it's yeah, I didn't do anything there. So
Yeah,
still,
wait a minute before we off the Cloudflare. So like, I don't have capacity to work on it now. So like, this, just to avoid ambiguity, I will not be able to look into Cloudflare in the foreseeable future.
okay. So I'll put then. So that's why I asked, like, if anybody will be able to pick that up. Okay, let's wait for volunteers here. Okay, usage of K8GB without HDNS. Provide our view on the topic. Dinar, did you have time to work on this?
No, I didn't have the time to look at this.
Okay, then it's still in progress. So that's related to the yes. So it is related to discussion about the cert manager integration, right?
The blog post, yeah.
Yeah, I have update on this. So I cloned the repo from Dinar and continued on this work, and I'm still on it. Currently, it's able to deploy. I've provided the tilt file, so I was playing with tilt as well. It's pretty cool technology actually. So there's this developer, it makes the developer cycle easy, so you can save the file and to rebuild your Docker image and redeploy everything to Kubernetes cluster. Currently, I'm struggling with RBAC again, but yeah, I've made some progress on this, but it's not ready for a blog post yet. So yeah, I keep continuing. I track my work in my fork, so probably next step would be to create PR to the upstream, which is AppSOS organization.
Okay. So the infoblox on V2 release, yeah, nothing there. And I remember you found some ways to install it, right? There was some...
well, not easy ways. That there is a way to download the Docker image as a tar file if you have like running or installed instance of infoblox. They provide a link in that web UI where you can download the tar file, and then you have to like Docker load and path to this tar file. I haven't found any usable Docker images in any public registry, so there is a way, but.
And was it the one that was related to the API, like mock API, or like was it something different? So I remember there was a link about the project which created the mock infoblox API. So even though it's not real infoblox, we can connect, at least like test against the mocked API, at least something.
Not sure what do you mean. Like we have the mocks for infoblox API in our repo. Are you talking about this thing or some external code? Okay,
It was something else.
I'm not aware of it.
Okay.
I was pasting there is a Python Flask application.
Yeah, that's what
to be an infoblox.
And is it 100% copy of the API? Is it like, can I trust that if it works with the mock API?
It's maintained by infoblox.
Cool. Yeah, I can look into it. Yeah.
Yeah, so probably we can try to use it, but I don't know if they keep maintaining the scheme. Is it like same? Do they have like?
Well, at least it was initially created by infoblox.
Okay.
Not sure about the maintenance.
Okay. So WR, like Sharding plugin, PR. So it was on Michal to make a presentation on changes. Michal, do you have updates on that?
Yes, I have presentation ready. So,
okay. But anyway, like, yeah, if you have it, let's kind of have it as breakaway. For now, should I put it to agenda, or will we have time for that, guys?
Sure.
Dinar, Yuri, Yuzi.
Well, if it feeds the schedules, then yes. Otherwise, I have hard break on 2 p.m.
Okay. So yeah, let's see. Because that's why I'm asking guys to update the agenda. So we are mindful about the time. Okay, so I guess we went through action items. About KubeCon October preparation, do we want to discuss event structure, or like, do we just copy how we used to have it? Any ideas on that?
Well, we definitely should update on the new stuff from Michael, right? Weighted round robin. It seems to be very cool project update. So the project load balancing gets much smarter, so it's definitely worth to cover.
Cool.
Okay.
Anything?
Yeah, just in that case, yeah, I can prepare demo and some talk about it. Maybe to provide some details about you know, this like probability mathematical stuff, you know, about how the weighted round robin is, like how it works inside. Yeah, I hope that till that time I will have all PRs approved. And basically, what it's not so clear to me if we will have like released new version at the time, you know, because it is planned to 1.0, and I'm not sure if we are able to make it. You know. But anyway, we can make like a presentation and tell that it will be in an upcoming version.
Yeah, we can do like that.
Yeah, it's not blocking, and just to maybe set some expectations there. So we still should treat audiences like completely new to the project, right? So like give a very initial intro and like explain what is that, what is this project about, and generally how it works and what kind of problem it solves. But then like when we get to like what changed since last meeting, right? Then we get this WRR focus presentation. Now, I don't think it should be like hardcore mathematical models in that context, because we might lose the audience, and because they came like just for a KGB project intro, basically most of them most probably, but like high level definitely like show like we are solving the advanced stuff, super cool, but not like derail into like specific into specific problem, right? So most of the focus should be on a project in general.
So remind me, Yuri, what how much time do we have there?
I don't remember, but let me find out email
because
quickly.
if it's like 30 minutes, then obviously we need to be really brief there.
Yeah, or maybe I can just present the demo and show weighted round robin within the demo, and then show the pictures of, we have like a standard round robin, weight one, and the failover, and just tell a couple of stuffs regarding the failover, because all the time we presented the failover mostly, you know, so it's going to be different.
That sounds
Are you
good.
okay?
Yeah. And the session is 45 minutes.
Okay.
Apparently. Yeah.
Okay.
And
so,
I just spotted that it's a 45-minute Bevy room session, so they switched back from Zoom to Bevy again, apparently. Something to double check, but looks like that's the case. You remember, this is the problematic platform.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's what I'm worried about. Okay.
well, I think we need to.
Yeah, is there some is there some platform where I can test?
Yeah, so we need to pretest really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. let's do that. So
Because I need to be sure that I can share my screen and talk and video.
so let's I'll put it on me. So okay, that's on you, Michael, right?
Mhm.
Cool, awesome.
It is just when it is the presentation. It's in the mid of October or like that, just roughly. Do you
What's
remember that?
26 of
26.
October.
26.
But
Okay, good.
it's when you do you remember when the project sessions will be, which day?
It's
Let me check the
Wednesday.
calendar.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
It's
Mhm.
at 7
Yeah,
p.m.
Wednesday, 7 p.m.
7
European
p.m.
time. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, 7 p.m. and that's right. It's European time, or
Yeah, it's 7 p.m. CEST, and it's before 3 p.m. EST. So like, yeah, this time isn't CEST.
okay. Okay, let's go to, I think, yeah, for project roadmap.
Oh, actually, there is a time shift during the time. Not sure if we are calculating it right, but there can be one of error because you know that the different continent change their times differently, and America can change the
Yeah,
differently than
winter
Europe. But
time change, right?
there is a risk.
Okay. Okay.
So so the reference time zone is EST I shared, so it's like 13 to 13:45 Eastern time, US, Canada. That's the stuff we are presenting it. Something did convert for me. I don't remember what. Calendly. It's Calendly event for me, so like hopefully automation worked, but something to double check closer to the date.
Yeah, the thing is that if you use converter today, it can be different when you use the converter like in a month, because you know they can change the time and we don't. And you know it's always like each year is a 1 week when Americans have different you know time zone than we are.
I think
the date.
usually when you reserve this date in calendar, right? The calendars you apps
Yeah,
are
you're right.
usually accommodated to that already. So it's
Yes,
already there.
it should accommodate the time zone offset. Otherwise, it's quite shitty Calendly.
Yeah. Bad Calendly, bad. But yeah, I think it's already there. I mean, we can check, we can see. Cool. So on project roadmap, I think okay, let's briefly go with what we can. I suggest like several tasks maybe that make sense to prioritize rather than going through what we have right now. So in a sense of prioritization, so if we pick our action items for previous time, so Cloudflare support is there. Yeah, that's completely forgot, but I think it's gateway API request. Do we want to prioritize it? Do we want to create a ticket right away?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it will like sleep through again.
Okay. So let's turn to the issue. Okay, milestone. Where do we want to have it? 1.0 looks okay. I think it's already, I think I've seen actually even video from Victor on that one.
Yep.
Okay, so we want to add some reference to that one. Yeah, let me actually move it here. Yeah, it's already pretty time there. Maybe it's even better to go like this. So FOSSA scan, like license scan, I think like in general we should decide how to treat bugs, because I think we have several of them. One is zero test tracing, another is FOSSA license scan issues, and then there's occasional reconciler error. So is it something? And yeah, it's confirmed. So is it something we want to tackle before we do the release?
It is like a very low priority issue. I put it there because I didn't want to forget it, but I think it's still there. Yeah, it's still there. I was checking the long running.
Yeah, but I recall this FOSSA stuff also like a part of sandbox review, right? So I'm not sure if it's it should be super low prio. Like functionally, yes, but from a project compliance perspective, maybe not.
Yeah, the issue comes somewhere from controller framework. You know, it's not on our side. Like maybe we can fix that somehow, but it's low priority and not easy to fix.
So then let's.
Well, I think you're talking about the FOSSA license scanning issue.
Oh,
and
sorry,
talking
then.
about controller reconciliation issue.
Yeah, true. Yeah, thanks.
No problem. So move it to 0.9. Then occasional reconciler error. I think same thing.
This
Can you
one
show the
comes from
errors there?
controller.
Errors there. Can you scroll to the right? That shit happens all over the Kubernetes controller community. It's everywhere, like in the crossplane included. Low prio. I mean, we should target to lower them, but from a whole like distributed architecture race condition, I think nature of Kubernetes controllers, it seems to be hard to avoid.
So
it can be our actually logical issue. This thing happens if you change the CRD and the resource version increases, but at the same time other like third party do the same, then you are getting this error. Like it's a race condition. Like if you're modifying the resource from two sources and one tries to update the original version, but meanwhile someone like third party updates the thing under his hands. So it can be our fault actually. So
Yeah, but
it's hard to find.
But in case of GSLB CRD, we have one controller, one CRD. I do not see like a obvious concurrent modifications there. That's pretty much issue. It's hard to track. So it looks like the same controller actually racing with itself. So I'm still not sure why.
It can happen actually. Like imagine if you have one controller and you modify the resource twice, but during the first modification, it takes some time. You imagine some sleep operation
Right.
there.
Yeah. And API servers actually didn't react
Yeah,
fast enough.
yeah,
Very
exactly.
good point. Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
It can be our logical fault.
So my approach here would be to apply kind of Theta bot within ourselves mode. If we don't plan to like give it some time, if we don't plan to fix it, I'd probably close it until another issue reappears so we can link it. Because I just wanted like to remove the unwanted noise that stops being relevant in just 1 month, right? So
And can we postpone it, like to 1.1 or whatever?
Okay. I think it's yeah, I did it wrong. It should actually be why I put 0.9 here. Let me apply. Okay, what's going on? Okay, let me definitely move it to 1.1 and let me spin this to 1.1. Okay, so milestone. Milestone. Okay, OpenShift support global record not populated. This one is like 1 year old. Do we want to do anything with that one? It's about the load balancer in REST host name. And we need to use this router, I guess, the OpenShift route canonical host name for that. Do we plan this in current release?
It's actually about OpenShift quirks. So I'm not sure if they, unless somebody from OpenShift actually activates, I don't think it is priority.
So let me.
Well, I was mentioning last time, we'll mention this again. Any other additional resource type to be supported? I think we should reconsider decouple the GSLB CRD out of that resource generation or sync up. So if we manage an ingress, we shouldn't create a GSLB with this ingress and then sync it back. Or if we create GSLB with the ingress, it shouldn't create an ingress. So so we should operate on only one of those objects and reconsider the architecture, how that works. Because the more resource types we add, the more CRD grows, and it will be a nightmare to maintain it afterwards.
Okay, can you please yeah, provide the comments here? So meanwhile, I'll put it to 1.1 milestone, so to get out of sight. Yeah. Leader election. Anything you want to consider?
I can't remember. Well, I slightly remember the discussion, but not the details anymore.
So yeah, Michal, you were the one who created that.
Yeah. I'm just trying to understand
I
what's
think
going on.
it was related to the operator SDK, the way how KGB operator yeah behaves. I don't think we have any HA support for KGB deployment. I think it was related to this.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's like HA thing. Like if you have it to true, you can have multiple operators, but using the mechanism only one is like acting. But I think it requires also an additional resources to be created in the deployment. So we can just put it to true because it requires some RBreak and whatnot for it to work.
Okay.
Okay. And do we really need it? I mean,
I don't think so.
yeah, because I'm not sure if there is some benefit of it. Yeah, maybe I just created a task for that, but it doesn't.
The benefit is the HA. Like you can have multiple pods of the operator,
Yeah.
and if one goes down, the other one will take over, and it will work. So not just one instance of operator.
Do we want to support it at all? I'd probably park it until like this is really relevant.
Yeah.
You read, does Crossplane have the HA option to deploy the operators using this leader election mechanism, or just also ignore it?
I think it's only local leader election, so it's not like a distributed thing over the cluster. It's over the pod. So it just pods at picking it up.
So guys, just a reminder, I think so we have less than a minute left. Just like if it breaks, and I guess Yuri, like we can continue like this second part. It's just like Yuri has to go, I think soon. So I'll just recreate the session, and there'll be second part.
So I'll be reconnecting right now. Like I still have 20 minutes.
Yes, let's do.
Okay, cool. Okay.